volunteer fighting for permission to wear T-shirt on executive golf courses. No, it's a gentleman's game, and there's a attire at any golf course in America you go to, some more strict than others. No. Next thing you know, what? Cut off shorts, holy T-shirts. No, I'm not for that at all. I like the idea of a dress code. It keeps the sport clean and natural. CDD 11 takes over responsibility of deed compliance from developer. There you go. He's done. Now it's up to you. Man from Guatemala arrested in unregistered vehicle at Pinellas Plaza. Pinellas Plaza is in the Villages. You never know who's going to be sitting next to you. Neighbors fed up with hoarding at house in the Villages. Yeah, these without reading all this thing, it's a kid living with his mother, and he's a druggie, and he goes around and gets a bunch of crap and trash, and he dumpster dives and everything else, and then he sells it in the house every now and then and uses that money probably to buy drugs. That's the same house that's had the complaint about the torn up screens on the lanai and everything else. And he actually went to the meeting and told them that he wasn't going to fix anything, period. I don't know why they're dealing with the kid anyway. He didn't buy the house. His name ain't on the deed of that house. They shouldn't even be talking to this kid. They should go straight to the mother and say, fix it or else. Daughter from Pennsylvania arrested in altercation with mother in the Villages. Here we are, another case where the kids are living with mommy and causing problems in and don't lose sight of this, retirement community. Letter to the editor, Villages are reacting to a Villages plea to wear T-shirts on executive golf courses in the Villages. Their answer is a resounding no, and I'm with them 100%. James Foster of the Edgewood Bungalow struck out when he suggested that T-shirts were appropriate attire on the courses, particularly in the heats of the summer. His suggestion was quickly dismissed. I am strongly in favor of wearing collared shirts on the executive and championship golf courses. I don't believe it is asking too much to actually look decent while playing golf. Taking the time to look halfway decent shows pride in yourself and community. 100% on your side. I'm tired of people wanting to walk around and look like a bunch of pigs. Suspect kicks police officer during a ruckus in town square. I'm going to show you a quick picture of this guy, and I've said it 100 times, and I don't make apology for it whatsoever. You see anybody like this that has no pride in himself and looks like this, stay away from him. There's something mentally wrong with him, and I stand by that. Lady Lake officials to hear pitch on another 312-unit apartment complex on County Road 466. National Allergy Company buys up another local practice in the Villages. More and more outside companies are buying up local medical facilities here, hospitals and whatever, and they keep changing the way things are done. Insurance they take, insurance they don't take. I swear from one year to the next, you just really don't know what to do. Golf cart and clubs land in pond at golf course in the Villages. You got to set them parking brakes, people. Whenever you park that golf cart, they will roll away. Villager who sipped wine at lunch will lose her driver's license. Well, what can I tell you? Driving your golf cart while intoxicated is against the state law. Lake Sumter Apartments man gets jail time in crash he tried to blame on texting. Well, that's a good excuse. You realize that's against the law, right? In the state, you can't text while driving. It's called distracted driving. New restaurant opens at Beaumont Development on County Road 466A. That new restaurant would be Huey Magoo's. Never been there. I'll have to let you know when I do. Dog recovering after poison by sago palm. Yeah, certain breeds of plant life in Florida, anywhere, if your dog or cat likes to chew on things, you be very careful because it will kill them. Victim of knife attack in the Villages won't testify against alleged attacker. Probably a live-in boyfriend. They're scared of him. Villager loses driver's license after found slumped over in car at Spanish Springs. Once again, drinking and driving. I don't care if he had a square or whatever. 90-year-old sex offender registers address on historic side of the Villages. I just find this amazing. All these old guys, sex offenders, living in a retirement community. And they don't post their picture at the pools where children are allowed to go. They got a sex offender living here, registered here, and they don't post their pictures at the family pools where children go. That should be changed. Mardi Gras party draws huge festive crowd at Lake Sumter Landing. We've been so busy this week trying to get things ready, and this is a last-minute news thing for you guys before we start packing this camper. Golf cart driver injured after U-turn on multi-modal path. Villager arrested 2 times after a brawl with man at her home. Villager reportedly smashes plate into his own head to blame woman in violent episode. I swear some of these old people around here are nuts. Sumter commissioners split on reinstatement of tourism tax. Yes, they took that off a long time ago. Who's that's really going to affect? Well, it affects anybody that comes down here as being a tourist, you know. They could put a tourism tax on fast foods like McDonald's or whatever in this area in Sumter County. But who is really going to affect, if you got a home and you rent it out, this is a tax that you're going to have to add to your rent. Villager driving a Tesla ticketed in crash that seriously injured a motorcyclist. Be careful out there, bikers. I know bike weeks are coming around the corner. Leesburg has bike week, and it seems like there are people killed and injured every year for that. Just be careful. These old people can't see. They're on pharmaceutical drugs. As you read on these news reports here, a lot of them have been drinking. They got night blindness. They can't see after dark. And then here you are on a 2-wheel bike with one headlight, and they don't see you. Villager who collapsed after a 300 game saved by off-duty EMT and fellow bowlers. Good job. Quilts of Valor presented to 6 veterans in honor of their service. They do this all the time. I've reported this before. It's just something that the ladies do here for the veterans. I appreciate every one of them. Here's another motorcycle wreck. Motorcyclist killed in collision with vehicle driven by resident of the Villages. And people wonder why I don't get another bike. Man in unregistered Jeep caught with drug paraphernalia on historic side of the Villages. Driver arrested after found slumped over the wheel at Circle K in the Villages. How many holes in one they got? And I will post our pictures. Sally Wade of the Village of Duval got her first hole-in-one on hole number 6 at the Saddlebrook Executive Golf Course on Friday, February 7th. She was golfing with her neighborhood couples group. Congratulations on your hole-in-one. By the way, I like Saddlebrook. Chris Gross of the Laguna West Villas in the Village got a hole-in-one on Valentine's Day at Tierra del Sol, Hernando de Soto, hole number 3. The shot was from 110 yards with my 8-iron. Melissa Aquilina of the Harlow Villas in the Villages of LaBelle North got a hole-in-one on Saturday, February 18th at Sarasota Executive Golf Course. Aquilina, who is from Scranton, PA, hit an 8-iron from the tee and watched it hit the green and roll into the hole. Needless to say, she was very excited when she saw the ball disappear into the cup. Congratulations. Village of Collierman gets his second hole-in-one. Village of Collierman got his second hole-in-one while golfing Friday, February 17th at the Sarasota Executive Golf Course. Dave DuPont scored the lucky ace at hole number 3 from 137 yards out using a 7-iron. He noted that he got the hole-in-one in the regulation cup, not the large cup. It was his second hole-in-one. His first was in Candia, New Hampshire. Congrats. Mary Zist of the Village of Tamarind Grove celebrated after a recent hole-in-one. She scored a lucky ace on February 1 on hole number 7 at the Escambia Executive Golf Course. Congratulations on your hole-in-one. Don Abel of the Village of Virginia Trace scored an albatross on Wednesday, February 17th on hole number 9 on the Lakes course at Hacienda Hills Championship Golf Course. I was playing with my men's group, and that was our final hole of 18. I used a driver, 3-wood, from the white tees. We watched the second shot roll up onto the green and disappear into the hole. Congratulations on your albatross. Villager Stanley Lipka got a hole-in-one at the new Mickey Lee Pitch and Putt Golf Course. The Hickory Grove Villas resident scored the lucky ace on February 16th, hole number 15. He got the hole-in-one at 86 yards with a sand wedge. Congratulations on your hole-in-one. Well, that's going to be the news for this week. We're up and out of here. That being said,
don't leave your keys in the golf cart.